Hello everyone, we're here again with Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea expansion pack. And let's see what we are going to see in these expansions, these updates, these, what I mean. Smoking isn't good for your health, boy. Oh damn.
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Okay then, let's do that.
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth.
That's Andy.
You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Ooh, mysterious. I love it. Money. Okay guys, hold on for the amazing city of Rapture. AD.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. And I know where to start looking.
Oh, baby.
Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Afternoon.
Oh boy.
What do you want? An
Wait,
autograph?
the black man is being squat by a white man? Oh boy.
Oh, I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
Uh-huh.
You look so sad.
Ryan, he's a big fish in an awful small
They all
pond.
seem to be so happy.
Anything you say, pal.
If I was running things, I'd say, why just one city? Why not two, eh? Why not three?
If we were all made from common clay, then Einstein would have remained a patent clerk. It's our responsibility to strive.
Here, here.
Let's see.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is he's brilliant.
The one is... Look at the artwork, guys. Just amazing.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia?
Green means go.
Little sisters.
This is the rule
Atom
all
factories.
little girls
It's
know.
grotesque.
Yep. These are their little getaways.
Compromise? Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook.
We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even...
Come on. We haven't got all day.
Technology can be sometimes annoying.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What do you mean?
You don't want to know, man.
Well, I say, you should... Hold on. Get on with it. Don't you have any idea? My time is...
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery when he shuttered Fontaine's business and sent that bald buck to a grave deep in the briny.
Oh,
But when
science
Ryan
and industry.
buried all of Fontaine's pals in that department store, someone had to find a home for all those freshly
Funny.
minted...
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Indeed. Communism, religion.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Push the button.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm
Indeed.
taking you to one of them.
That's a good spell.
Mr.
I mean,
DeWitt,
not
you
throw
alright?
that on the
I'm
ground
fine.
in Belgium.
Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Wow.
I went through basic with
Ah, new kind of money. Rapture dollars. Awesome.
I told her. Someone listen to your worries?
Okay, let's explore this little cozy area.
Ryan taking over Fontaine's
This is where we have to go
I'll
eventually.
find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. It says it's sponsored by the artist struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
Keep your hands on
Okay, we know what to do. Gameplay menu. Okay, great.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Okay, we have a deal.
A fine day to you both.
I see.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Don't worry, you won't see
Presented
us.
Herberson. Excuse me, sir.
That's a
Owen
lot of
sends
fine
those
talk
masks
about
out
a
in some kind
stolen
of box.
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice? The assurances of a grave
Must be
robber
somewhere
are
else.
of no interest.
If you hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me!
Oh boy. Kicked in the nuts.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Uh-huh.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the artist's struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a key.
Oh, this is a lovely bar. Restaurant.
Hello, Booker. Where have you been hiding her?
And they still sound the same.
That's what? The parasites.
Another one. You got an issue with my food pen. You're welcome to put on an apron.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of Utopia.
Cool kitchen, by the way.
Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076.
2076.
It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
2076. There we go. So guys, remember this if you want to open this locker, secret area, I mean. Locked up area, at least.
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of a terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. Lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says, Suchong want to be buried in filthy store, or Suchong want to make a good salary? Work for Ryan. How much salary? Asks Suchong.
Back again.
This
So
Ryan find very funny.
Okay, I'm not gonna buy that. Can we take this? No, thanks I guess. I don't know if I've seen this one yet. But I can show you one to you guys. It's an improved version of the one in Colombia.
Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
Yay. Okay, and well, that's basically the Rapture propaganda. If you want to see that. Okay, that's also a shop you have to visit. Oh, this is a special art.
You see that dish I walked in with? Will you give her the star treatment, pal? That'll make it worth your while.
But of course, right away. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
Gotta find that box.
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Nothing. Well, only one place left.
Oh, I would like so much to understand.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to...
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Amazing.
Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Why are you wasting your time?
Conicus. Never English.
One reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
Oh, for God's sake,
That's
Armand,
by the way
you wanna
the
get us
big
both rounded
tower
up?
of
So you
Ryan.
admit it, that Ryan's
The
rounding
man over
people
there.
up.
If you want to know that.
Speech.
Bonjour, signore.
Days.
Buongiorno. I know a few words Latin. Italian.
Suchang observe strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property!
I think we will find our
Man name of a Fink
object over
is
here.
no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns
Oh,
plasmid
this is it.
ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan
Oh my God,
very
just look at the
impressed
whale.
with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property.
Not gonna jump up there.
Two-way street.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does
okay.
Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
I love the fishes in the ocean though. We should have this one in Minecraft as well.
Come right in.
Music.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
This is the music of Rapture. Oh, lovely.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine, but of course, covered by Mr. Ryan.
Where's he hiding that box?
Especially something in this game. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
Us in places.
That we never. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Wow. She's a good actress. Okay, let's see. Oh, they have jazz as well. Rapture jazz. Okay, let's go.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Ryan understands something.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
Here we are with the
Ah,
mask.
very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
Okay, Sander Cohen, an artist with a
So who is
pretty
this fellow Cohen?
grace in the...
Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move!
Yeah, rabbits.
Be the conduit! Open yourselves to the music, to the spirit of the eternal! No. Why
this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! Thus... for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. Oh, there's no room in Rapture anymore for the artist.
Poor guy.
Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
I need to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Around here.
Son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Let's dance.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain.
Oh, those two guys are hanging in the background.
Will become a butterfly.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Okay, that's dark. Oh, Chucky.
Look.
Fontaines. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You you'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Burial at sea.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Yep, we are.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt.
Poor guy. Yeah, food. I mean, living food. Okay, more of these thingies if you want to see them. Okay. I know that already, but thanks.
Look up there.
Okay, I just drank something I didn't want to first.
Could be handy.
A skyhook.
Sky?
The same thing
I
as
mean,
well.
the air grabber?
Awesome.
Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber. Huh. Constants and variables.
Constant. Goddamn grabber stuck.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
There we go.
Mr. DeWitt.
Money.
Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this.
So this is how it looks from the side, if you want to see it in a little version of it. Awesome. Can we climb this? No, we can't. Fast way to die. Ah, more money. Okay, let's get down.
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies.
Indeed.
Well, it's good for you, you know? I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds. What's the matter with you? Do you think it's poison? Did you hear that?
Okay, about the slices, they can hear it. Oh right, I forgot about the thingies. Okay, so our shields are all reset. Can of course find some extra potions. You know, those special potions to upgrade our shield, etc. But for now we have to work with this.
Mr. DeWitt.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove this.
Okay, we don't have that one yet. Go with that one for sure. Okay, Control C is on my keyboard to save.
You really can put it away.
$4. Okay, we can go that way or we can go these ways. I'll go this way. We need to have some ammo, some weapons, we need to have some money. There we go.
Another burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications.
Never
More
mind.
pressure, more burst pipes.
So basically it's all gonna break eventually.
Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Okay, no.
Damn thing's locked.
Let me see that. Have matters progressed so little? I could turn this with a rake pick. Done.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's something I picked up a long time ago.
Our frozen friend leaves a hell of a trail.
Yep, he did. So basically this continues in a separate version of
Just let me in, okay?
the base game of Bioshock.
Fontaine, he
Infinite.
said we're all equal down here now. We're all in the same boat. I just want a taste of some high-class food.
Splicers. I don't think they see us. If you keep quiet, maybe you can get the drop on them. Even the odds.
Maybe even
That cookie face! Right now!
Ammo! Catch!
Okay, we're going good. Oh, baby. Oh. Right, all our upgrades of weapons, vehicles, you name it, are also base reset. So we have to keep that in mind as well.
I'll be down here.
So these are the Rapture turrets. They will basically shoot anyone. Four pieces close, using a specimen to kill an enemy with some EU compare. Yeah, that's also being reset, so you have our basic clothes again.
I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record.
Nice.
Ryan, you bastard. Left me here to rot. Sure, I signed the contract. Helped turn Fontaine's into a prison.
10 days. Big rush. Everything slapped at. Right before the prisoners are brought in. One of your piece of shit turrets. Bam! Both kneecaps. Now I'm likely a cripple locked in a jail, surrounded by maniacs. Haven't even been paid, but I don't care. Just get me out of here.
Look up there.
I see. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, so they're basically killing each other. Tell you more about the story in a second. Oh, nice headshot. Let me go. So basically they got addicted of plasmids. Oh no. Okay, this, okay. That was this one, yep. Okay, equip. Yep. Okay, also equip. Nice. Okay, that's broke. So they got addicted by the vicar, and now they are sort of like crack people, addicted to drugs, name it. They become very aggressive, almost like an animal, so to say. Okay, that did work out.
I've got ammo!
Okay, just want to save my ammo a bit. Okay, more money. Okay, let's see, we don't forget something. We haven't checked this out yet. I know with some stars they do a sort of a trap. Okay, nice. Weapon damage increased by the place enemies. Okay. Misdirection, but okay. Oh no, just take it. Okay, we can get behind that.
Of my first play, the Herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of cancelling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be...
to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
It wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. Once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her Adam, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
Okay, that's a lot of time. Finally, some ammo with that.
Short-circuited. Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around. Maybe there's a store ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
No, okay. That's broken, I guess.
What is the greatest lie ever created? What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated on mankind?
Oh wait, okay, just nothing.
No. With all that out. Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out. Never mind your own needs.
I've been got the calling all day. Ain't he ever in? This is no good. No good! You
Mr. DeWitt, ammo!
Give me the ammo. Never mind.
Who light the torch of destruction.
More Rapture propaganda if you want to know.
Ancient lie which has changed humanity to an endless cycle of guilt.
It's locked.
Sure thing.
Indeed. I
you
love
go.
the lights with the atmosphere, with the architecture. Man. It's an artist who made this.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe storeroom. The code's 0928.
Okay, that's nice to know.
I won't let you!
0928.
Ammo, Mr. DeWitt!
0928. Okay, that's difficult to remember. 0928. 0928. Okay.
Need a lock picked.
Come on, give me something challenging. Got it.
Recently, I've been on something.
What am I going to do with you? I raised you better than this.
Okay, eat that. Wow, that's very brutal. Okay, I remember there was some money over here as well.
Take your time. I'm fine down here.
Okay, here's some stuff as well. Let's see. Possession. Okay, you see that menu over there, but it's difficult to grab. Never mind, I'll give up.
You're going nowhere! Thought you'd abandon me!
Headshot, more or less. Okay then, let's 09 08. There we go.
Empty vessel. To
Take this.
Awesome. No dummy gun ammo? Okay. That's fine. He killed himself, I think.
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
But okay. Oh, this is impossible to go. Okay. Equip. As you've seen, we use more pellets than anything else. Oh, look at that bird. It's from like Finding Nemo. Remember? Oh, we have to be really deep.
I closed it. Now I don't want to check, but I'm telling you, he is closed. He did not deserve that. You passed that?
Freddy!
No, what?
You in the back? You've been using me this entire time!
Oh boy. Awesome. Okay guys, don't do this at home if there are children watching. Have we visited this yet? Yeah, we have. Okay, let's move on. It was basically a bonus area, but now you know the codes.
Nose to the grindstone!
Oh, that goes fast.
Looks like the plasma department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Can
Got a
you
lock here.
like this?
Sure thing.
So that's where we have to go, over there. We are
It's
just
done.
going to raid this place. Yes, we will.
Not throw the ball in the house. Franklin, who is it?
Hello, miss.
Ammo! Catch!
There we go.
And remember, Bucket Bronco is also useful around the home.
Okay, so it's more or less solar. Okay, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Looks
Your
simple
thingy.
enough. Done.
Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, you're not gonna outlawyer me on this one, Ryan. You knowingly promoted Old Man Winter with the implication it produced ice, not dry ice. The ice sculpture we commissioned for this year's gala at the Kashmir stands where we left it.
Why did Ryan lock up all of Fontaine's followers in a department store?
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's button. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys. Something tells me all that coal doesn't just come from the ice rink.
Dude. Okay, we can open this. Okay, compare. Okay, equip it.
Help me out with this lock.
Now we're out of picks. Pick locks, I mean.
There.
Wait, we drink again. Okay, we don't have a lot of ammo with that. Whatever, we'll save it.
Nobody gets even as sick unless I say so. You got it. If anyone comes up.
Here you go!
Okay, just that's how you do it. There we go.
Think you can crack this one open?
Not a problem, it's empty.
There you go.
Yep, it's empty. Bitch drank every last bottle of Old Man.
Just gonna loot their bodies a bit.
I think I can help.
What was that?
It's a new plasmid. Lets me bring in things that might exist, but don't.
I'm not sure I understand. What's it called?
Tear.
Where'd you find that?
You don't expect a girl to share all her secrets, do you, Mr. DeWitt?
Smart thinking of you, girl. You can now freeze our enemies.
Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Okay, let's do it. Of course, I don't use it a lot because I want to loot my enemies, like you've probably seen before.
That's how you stay on top. Eye on the ball. Curious.
All right. I know you're the client and all, but I've gone about far enough without a few answers.
My purpose here is none of your concern. Consider me a means to an end.
And why do I get the feeling I'm being set up?
I told you I'm in collections. An account is in arrears. My clients simply want to see matters set to right.
Don't make any sense, that's all.
If you don't like the arrangement, the bathysphere's back that way.
Just look at the textures of the weapon. Oh, there you go.
There, that one.
On it.
Oh, samurai.
You got a
Take this!
Assault!
Go ahead.
Okay. No one to... Never mind.
Take this!
Appreciate it.
Just the controls are pretty weird in Bioshock Infinite. For example, aim is with the middle mouse button instead of the right mouse button, which is in a sense a logical solution for the right mouse button being occupied by the focus. But still, it's unusual. There we are.
Do it now.
Sure thing.
Okay, can we... No? Right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
On it! Wait. Okay, catch! Fall exhaust!
Right, smugglers. Well, basically they were Fontaine's main source of income. This is oh wait. We're gonna use this weapon later. So that's why I'm upgrading it.
Done. That.
Okay, can we get there? Yep, we can.
Go ahead. I'll be fine.
Okay then.
All right.
No, I mean... No what, never mind. Okay, let's move on.
You thought the whole ice sculpture fiasco was just gonna bounce off you, didn't you, Ryan? Well, you ain't made of rubber. You got your circus of values selling your goods, security devices protecting your property. You think you own them, but you don't. I'm learning how to turn your creations against you. I promise you one thing. Machine gun bullets don't bounce.
Okay, let's move on. Alright, this is now open, as we can see. Can loot him. Critical hits, Okay, equip that. That was our elevator.
Sally's not your daughter. What's she to you? Why risk life and limb?
It's part of the job.
You owe me no explanation.
She's just another orphan. After Fontaine went down, the city was lousy with him.
And?
I don't know. You have a reason for every stupid.
I guess, Oh no, just take it.
Thing you've ever done? He started showing up, looking peaked. More fool me to feed the brat. Should have known she would have never leave.
How did you lose her?
It's none of your business.
Okay then, let's move up to the next area. Let's save Sally. be honest, it's difficult to maintain all these pipelines, machines,
Something
walls,
about you
windows.
doesn't sit right.
Yes?
Wouldn't peg you as the Rapture type. Not even a little.
If you mean I have no interest in joining the Andrew Ryan Book Club, you'd be right. Just another set of fanatics with a different set of books.
I can't agree more with you, girl. No,
I gamble.
special fishes
You
coming
asked
from
me how
there.
I lost Sally.
Awesome.
I gamble. Took her somewhere a kid's got no business being. I was winning. In a place like that, you don't let a kid out of your sight.
But you did.
Yeah, and here we are. But the million-dollar question is, what's she to you?
I have an interest in reuniting you with her. Isn't that reason enough?
It sounds very mysterious, girl. Okay then, here we are.
Let's hope Cohen was on the level when he said this is where we'd find Sally.
I can only imagine what they would do with a child in a place like this.
Cohen's halfway to Splicetown. Probably thought putting a child in prison would be high art.
The sooner we find her, the better.
Come on out
Sally!
of there! Harper's got all sorts of
Okay, that was a little girl we are looking at, for. Too bad she's turned into a little sister.
Sally! Come out of there!
I can't see her.
What are you doing?
This is a schematic for the venting system. It shows there are more vents like this one in electronics, the bistro, returns, the book department, and the appliance shop.
So?
If she's in there are only 6 vents she can come out of.
Okay then.
And now there are 5. All these vents are connected to the central heating unit. We close them off and turn the heat up. She'll be forced out through the central exhaust. It's the only exit.
You want to burn her alive?
No, we just make it hot enough to flush her out.
Can't do that.
Look, either we find her, or one of those splicers will.
All right. Where are the other vents?
Up ahead. Got it.
We don't have a lot of ammo with that. Okay, I want my minigun back. Never mind, it disappeared. Okay then.
Come on, love.
Who's laughing now? Some sap, you know.
There
We
we
need to
go.
close these vents.
Oven of the future, huh? Yeah, that kid got hold of that damn radar range last night. Started trying it out on everything. Apples, marshmallows.
Where to now?
Himself a fine time until our Pekingese stepped in the way. And for some reason, I'm the one in touch with the wife. Well, I locked the damn thing up. Oh, so don't forget the code. It's 3958.
3958. A special.
Show me how much you love me!
Oh, sorry, honey. I have been in the weeds this entire shift.
Do it! Ammo!
In the weeds. Okay, 3958. That's in my
I made this office
that thing in there?
It's a radar range. We couldn't figure out if the thing's designed to cook a turkey or a splicer.
Damn door's got a key code lock. No way to get in without knowing what it is.
Whole area's contaminated now.
You see that, guys? That's real technology.
All I could think was, there are millions of bacteria in each drop of saliva. Did he brush his teeth? Well, what if he touched a doorknob and then put his fingers to his lips? Waited weeks for that kiss. And ruined.
Never respected knife.
Uses a lot of ammo though.
I deserve
I've got ammo! Mr. DeWitt, here!
Thanks.
Oh, we died. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something of an achievement. Awesome. Okay, I'll totally record that. We have to keep our health in mind. Okay, that's still frozen.
Do it!
All right.
Where is she?
I'll try to keep you soft.
Okay, we don't need that much of ammo though.
Need some help with this.
Looks simple enough.
Okay,
Observation number
closed.
17 regarding unknown phenomena.
Next one.
Presents is odd shimmer through which is observed what? Men in strange hats, women in larger dresses.
Giant son of a bitch will walk right through that.
Is phenomena window to other space?
What exactly were they trying to keep out?
Something worse than them.
And what could that be?
You'll know it when you see it.
Everything happen at once.
Could you take a look at this lock?
Looks easy enough.
Oh, isn't everything just wonderful?
It's done.
The food, the band.
Even your parents are behaving.
Really? You mean it?
I didn't know she was dangerous or just insane.
Next time, I'll be sure to ask.
Bullets of finance, okay. Increase what players image. Just apply that. Additional damage is always welcome. No ammo? Okay.
Do it.
There.
Client? Come on. Don't skimp on the cocktails. You hear me, Phil?
Okay, let's first go in here.
Listen, honey. You know there's rats in there. The size of ponies.
Have you seen them? Have they seen you?
we got a new achievement. Great guys, everyone is a witness. We did it.
There should be one more.
We can't break it.
There you go. Go on without me.
To be honest, I like the music from these times. It's very special. So in comparison with nowadays.
Hear that?
Sally? Sally, it's me, Booker. Now, you come out now. Sally? Dear, do you hear me? It's me, Booker. Now listen, dear. You come out right now!
Mr. DeWitt, she's not coming. Now let's get the rest of these vents sealed. It's the only way.
Okay, let's do it.
It's the last one.
Where's the exhaust?
In the toy department.
Think you can pick this?
Really? That little old lock.
Yep, do it now.
Done.
Okay, I'm just gonna check that other area. Can we? No.
I haven't found anything.
Yeah, new achievement.
Nobody will take you away from me.
DeWitt, ammo! Catch!
That'll do.
That's all I have right now.
Okay. Just gonna pick up the salt sieve. There we go.
Who is that guy? Steal my lead!
Never mind, we can't lose that.
Lead me. Take this.
Thank you. So guys, I was wrong. I thought we could get to that area. Okay, we're out on that. Can we change for weapons, please? Oh wait, was it not like this? Something else? Yeah, it is. Oh, nice. Okay, first time I see that too. Roll.
I can change, sugar. I can. Just give me a chance.
Nice.
Go ahead.
There.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay, we are out of salt. So we can't use any of our special powers though. Okay, we have to get there.
Locked from the other side. How the
Look. I think I can squeeze through. Give me a boost.
Okay. Boost, Elizabeth. Oh la la. Damn, we could have looked under the, you know. A shot go.
The little rat scurrying this way.
What's taking so long?
I can't get the.
Come on!
I'm trying. Just give me a second.
Don't pretend.
Seem any worse for wear?
Speak for yourself.
Okay, let's go with this one. You know what? Let's go with the pistol. Atlas. He's a sort of a rebellion, but he's basically a psychopath as well, so he's not that good guy. This was a little bonus area, if I remember correctly. I should break them and seal them. Okay. Compared with okay. Let's do it. Our shield breaks a lot, like you've probably noticed.
Observation number 22, regarding unknown phenomena. What is the source of phenomena? Suchong employ observers. Observer task to find more phenomena. Observer reports back. Young woman appear from phenomena. And just as soon, young woman disappear. Observer has nothing else to report on topic. If Suchong can find this woman, she will make interesting new phenomena.
The machine wasn't really working, so maybe that was a bug. Well, it's in our favor. Okay, go. No, crap book. No. Okay then. You also get an achievement if you kill certain enemies, when you drink. So it's also something to strive for if you want to do that.
Alright,
okay,
let me go check
this
the
is the
exhaust
last
vent.
part of this chapter. Then we start with the second part. If the
No sign of her.
close to last
Looks like we'll need to turn up the thermostat if we're gonna flush her out. It's over that way.
Okay, let's go this way. So this area was closed off, as you can see.
The thermostat's right there. Turn the heat up.
I'm not going to burn her.
It's the only way to bring her to us. If you won't do it, I will. Just
Okay,
give me the word.
Turn it up.
What?
Turn the goddamn thermostat up.
Slacker is not your friend.
Do you hear that? We need to get back to the exhaust before we lose the girl again.
Sally! Sally, come out! It isn't working! It isn't working! Turn it off!
If we turn it off, it's not gonna work.
We have to turn it off! We are hurting her! Sally!
Ah, there she is.
Sally? Sally, it's Booker. It's me.
Take my hand or
Sally,
die.
come on. I'm gonna get you out of here. Sally! Come out here right now! Sally.
Oh my god.
Need this?
Got it.
Yep.
Keep my eyes open for more.
Okay, we almost got him.
Here you go. Mr. DeWitt, the girl.
Sally!
Wait, we have to... If I remember correctly, there was some stuff around here as well. Or maybe not. At least no more enemies.
Do it. Now.
Alright.
Okay then. That's done it.
Go ahead.
That.
Okay. Jesus, someone has to clean up this place. I mean, repair it, etc.
Mr. DeWitt,
It's okay, Sally.
is she?
Look, it's Sarah. She's come to see you. We're going home. Do you want to go home? Don't, please, don't. I'm here. I just want to take you home. I just want
It seems so familiar though.
You're hurting her.
She's got to come with
She's
me.
not your
What did it say?
child.
She is mine.
Let her go. Let her go.
She's mine. Shut it down. Shut down the machine.
You've got to pull her through.
Shut down the machine.
No, she's not through.
Shut it down.
Okay, that happened in this version of that world.
I remember all of it. That poor child.
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
No.
I wasn't.
No.
Yet you had to have me, didn't you?
No, this isn't right.
And when the guilt was too much,
You turn to us to solve your problem.
To provide a place to go where you might forget.
Where there never was an Anna in the first place.
Comstock was never one to own up to his errors, was he, brother?
Okay, so now we see the perspective of Comstock.
Always
We
seeking
previously
someone
fought
else's life
against.
to claim as his own.
Elizabeth. Child. I am so sorry.
now you're not. But you're about to be.
Whoa. Okay guys, that was part 1. I'm gonna make a new episode. In the second version, I mean the second part, we're gonna end this game. Yeah, new game. So guys, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.